Hello, cats and kittens and new cooks. Welcome to our cooking channel. Today we are going to do homemade no-cook salsa, all right? And it is really easy and only has a few ingredients. It has tomatoes, onions, jalapeno peppers, lime juice, garlic, salt and pepper. And we're going to put that together and just show you how simple it is. So come on along, we're gonna learn how to make no-cook salsa. Here we have our ingredients. We have tomatoes, we have an onion, we have a jalapeno pepper, we have garlic, and we have some lime juice. You can also use real limes for that. We'll also be using some salt and pepper to taste. One thing I wanted to explain was the difference between a bulb and a clove. This is a bulb here, and this is one clove. You can see here there's a bunch of little cloves inside these bulbs, okay? Now I tell you this because when I was in 8th grade, I made the mistake of thinking this whole thing was one clove. And I made spaghetti that night for the family and put the whole thing of garlic into the spaghetti sauce. Well, needless to say, it was not edible and we ended up ordering pizza that night. Just so you know, this is one little clove. And we are going to put 2 cloves into our salsa. Now, how my stepmother does this, you take the blade of the knife on the flat here, and we are going to make sure the sharp side's down. We're going to just do that, okay? You leave the stem part here on, okay? So not only does that peel it for you, but it also minces it, okay? Now we're gonna chop that bottom part off. See how the skin comes off so nice? So easy, then you don't have to try and peel it, because that'll drive you crazy. Here we go again. We're gonna just mash it like that, okay? And you can see how easy the skin comes off. Boom, done. Look at that, so simple. All right, we're gonna cut the bottom off there, the stem end. When I'm cutting, I have my fingertips tucked under, okay? And the blade of the knife is coming up against there. If you pull your fingertips back, you'll never cut your fingers. It's a safety tip for you. You'll notice I have put on gloves, and that is because we're going to be chopping up this jalapeno. And one time when I was a kid, my dad was chopping a jalapeno, and he cut it up and he's washed his hands pretty good, but a little while later, he rubbed his eye and discovered that not all of the oils had come off. A box of nitrile gloves like what I have on is really cheap, and I keep a whole box in my kitchen, and everybody uses it anytime we have to chop up a hot pepper. It is a lifesaver. So easy. Now, let me show you how to chop this jalapeno. I'm gonna be careful not to cut the tips of your gloves. Now, if you need to cut something and you can't hold it down here with your fingertips tucked under, go over the top like that, okay? Which is what I have to do. Now, this is a super easy way to seed. We're just gonna take our gloved thumb and kind of scrape down the center. Do you see these veins here? I don't know what the official botanical term for it is. If somebody has the official botanical term for these hot pepper veins, leave it in the comments below for me. See how I just scrape it out? Now my family, in general, does not like hot food, but we found when we scrape the veins and seeds out where all of the heat is, they do really well with it. Now, anytime I'm chopping these, I always get the seeds out. You don't want your jalapeno pepper slices to be very big because they contain quite a bit of heat, still, even without the veins. So I've split that half into like four lengths there, and then we're gonna cut them very small, basically mincing them. Now I'm sure it's, professional chefs can do this super quickly. That's not my livelihood, so I'm not very fast at it like they are. But you don't have to be fast because you're not cooking for, 500 people a night. Okay, you're just cooking for a few people maybe. This is about all of the jalapeno that my family wants. You know what? I'm going to put some more in because I like some more. I don't have any dice rolls for you today because this is based on a recipe by my dear friend Maria, who taught me how to make this no-cook salsa. So we've got about 4 tomatoes in here. We have an onion. I used a white onion because it's milder. You can use yellow if you want. Any kind of onion is fine. If you want to use red onion, you can, okay? Nobody says you have to use any particular kind of onion. I have 2 cloves that are minced. I have about half of a jalapeno because my family doesn't like the salsa real hot, but it does have to have some heat. I have about a 1/4 cup of lime juice here, and I mixed up the salt and pepper here. There's about a 1/2 teaspoon of salt and a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. You don't have to put this full amount in. I may not put that full amount in because it looks like a lot to me. You just want a little bit in there to kind of season it. So we're going to pour all of this in. All right. I'm going to start with about half of that, and then we'll see how it tastes. All right, if we want more, we can add more. You can't take it out, but you can add it in. I am going to use this little scraper because I don't want to touch those jalapenos at all. All right. I also don't want my hands smelling like garlic cloves. So I'm going to use that to scoop it. And then I'm going to put all of these onions here in. What I have here is a scooping spatula. These are really handy. I like them a lot. They're really good for folding ingredients together. All right, and we're just gonna gently turn that over. The nice thing is the lime juice helps to keep the onion from turning brown. So I'm just kind of gently folding that over and turning the bowl around, kind of mix everything together. Now, this homemade salsa can be adjusted to whatever you like. If you want to add more jalapenos, if you want to add a green pepper in there to make it milder, you can do that. If you want to add hotter peppers in there, you can. If you want more tomato, more onion, less onion, more garlic, less garlic, go for it. It's your salsa. I'm going to put these back in here. All right. Now, if you're like my husband, he can't resist eating this salsa right away after I make it, but it really is better after you let it sit for about 20 minutes. Let all the flavors meld together. Now, that looks pretty good right there. All right, we have our homemade no-cook salsa here. We've let it sit for about 20 minutes to let the flavors meld, and I'm gonna give it a taste test. We got a little bit of onion, a little bit of jalapeno, some tomato, a little salt and pepper and lime juice, so let's give it a taste. Perfect, a little tangy, got a little bit of heat. Perfect, doesn't need any more salt and pepper. And so there you have it. See how easy that was to make? You can do it too. You don't have to be an advanced cook. This is a very easy starter recipe. And we're going to use that salsa to make our guacamole. So stay tuned for that video. That'll be coming out soon if it's not already out. All right, cats and kittens and new cooks, you have a great one. Mama Cat Gamer is signing out.